Well, hi-ho, folks, and welcome back to the adventures of Turwinkle, the Gnome Mage. Well, hi, Turwinkle.
Hello.
Are you all set for tonight, sir?
Affirmative.
Well, great, because tonight we are going to go and talk to the guild called the Legendary Seven, an awesome guild here on Wrymrest Accord, and we're going to find out all about them tonight and how you can take part in their fun roleplay and be a part of their guild. And so without any further ado, let us go find, again, the guild called the Legendary Seven. Alrighty, folks. Well, we made it here to Elwyn Forest, and we're on Forest Edge, and we're still trying to find the... Oh, and folks, I think we found them, and indeed we have. It is the Legendary Seven, and right here in front of Westbrook Garrison, and right at the front here, we have the leader himself, Lord Dandez Northbane, Lord of L7, the Chain Demon Knight, the seventh legend. His nickname is Dan of House Northbane. He's the Grand Lord of the Legendary Seven. He's a level 100, not a death knight, okay? And is currently recruiting for the guild. Hello, sir.
How you doing today?
I am doing very well, and I see you've brought a great group of folks with you today.
Yeah, I got the whole crew with me right now.
Oh, excellent. Well, let us see who we have here, and I guess we'll start over here, sir.
This is Arian, Sir Arian Tarn, my cursed sharpshooter, and my bow specialist of the L7.
Okay, and he's currently often daydreaming or deep in thought, sir. Is that...
Yeah, sometimes he has his moments.
Okay.
He's a very passionate guy.
Okay. All right.
Love it.
Excellent. And next here, sir.
Next here is my second in command, Balvasoan Almtree, the Crypt Lord, second in command of the L7, and the fourth legend himself.
All right, excellent. And he has a great theme song, War Pigs by by Black Sabbath.
He loves his classic rock. He's got great taste in music.
All right. And then on your other side here, sir.
This here is Gelden, just simply Geld. My twin bladesman, the tap dancer, the dancing swordsman himself, the third legend of the Legendary Seven, and one of my most trusted captains.
Okay, and he is a Death Knight, and he's disguised as a human person, kind of the opposite of your
Geld,
sort.
yes, he is the crazy one of the seven.
Okay.
He's literally insane, but he's as lovable as anybody else.
All right, excellent. And last in this front row here we have...
This here is Galanordine Nightwind, my sharpshooter, my bounty hunter, one of my top marksmen, and the best recruiter I have ever had.
Okay, he's wearing his black feathers. Does that signify something?
He's more of a outdoorsy type night elf. He's not exactly like the rest. He kind of stands out, and that's what we like about him.
Okay, well, excellent. And so when we come back, folks, we are going to meet the back row. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And, sir, let us go ahead and meet this back row, and I guess we'll start right here.
Right on. This here is Willie Nell Soren. She's one of the new recruits. Great role player and very good at pursuit. Thank you.
Okay, now... Now, Willie is a super grump and refuses to go swimming ever again. What's the story there, do you know, sir?
She has a phobia of water.
Okay. Okay. Excellent. All right. And next.
This here is Dark Moon. She is our personal infiltrator, one of them at least. She's one of our trained bounty hunters, and she's also a new recruit to the L7.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. And is she the only panda in the guild?
We had another one, but she kind of left or died out, or both.
Oh, good Lord.
Now she's the only panda left.
Is that the only way out, sir? Is, in a box?
We try to avoid that,
okay.
But we look at it as an honorable thing, yes.
Alrighty. And next?
Next is an old friend of the Legendary Seven that predates 5 years for the guild being up and running. This here is Asteria Honorfang, Shield Warden and Master Sergeant of the Legendary Seven. She has definitely been one of the best veteran friends that the Seven have ever had.
Oh, excellent. And is fighting the good fight.
Yes.
Great.
One of my hardest members.
All right. Okay. This is a great. Okay. Next here, sir.
This here is Awesome Jackson Merrill. He is our new engineer for the Legendary Seven, and has recently joined and has done a phenomenal job. He's a pro role player, and we're lucky to have him.
All right. Love the get up here. This is great. All right. And last in this row.
Last but not least, Lady Joanna Devarian. She's our bard, she's our medic, but she's also our future captain of the mounted division. Oh. And an ex-lancer of Le Saint Guard Guild, which is no longer active.
All right, excellent. Has a twilight blossom in her hair, and she has a French accent.
Yes, she's very easy on the eyes.
All right, excellent. All right, folks, when we come back, we will meet the last row and find out what their story is. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. All right, sir, starting with the last row, who do we have here?
We have Sir Soren Tarn, the brother of Arian Tarn, a new recruit and future role player model in our story series. Okay,
he's right. He's currently aggravating his idiot brother.
Yes, they definitely have that brotherly love.
Okay, excellent. Alrighty, and next?
Here's Anne, or Antonencia. She is our nomad and our shadow expert. She's been helping the guild since the Raza storyline series, and we have been beyond fortunate to have her assistance.
Also not a Death Knight, sir.
Yeah, you noticed that. There are quite a few of us out there.
And we'll find out more about that in a bit, folks, so hold on to your hats on that one. And currently, Better Quiet. What is...
she's not much to say anything unless she's in a situation or on the mission. She's down to the mission type girl, and that's what we like about her. She will have a future character progression storyline with the crew.
Excellent. Alrighty, and next?
This here is the beautiful Zarlina, our new one of our new members, who happens to be the Legendary Seven's new tattoo artist and piercer. Pretty much, member gets in, they join in, they wear the Legendary Seven mark, she tattoos it on and sends them on their way. She's also the best infiltration spy unit we have.
Okay.
She has a dark gift.
All right, excellent. And last but not least here.
Abigail Hartham, our little Abigail. She's our mischievous hunter / troublemaker and chicken lover.
Okay. All right. And she did have a misfortunate accident happen to her chicken.
Yes, in a previous event, I do owe her a chicken.
Okay. All righty, folks. And when we come back, we have one more person to meet. The one, the only, sir. Is that correct?
Yes.
Oh, yes,
correct.
It would be.
Okay. So, folks, hang on to your hats. We'll be right back with this final introduction. All right, folks. Well, we had to do a special announcement or a special introduction here. And so, sir, who do we have here?
This here is the one and only Lord Raza, the current villain to our storyline, and RP host. He is pretty much the Demon Lord himself, and we're looking forward to actually conquering him pretty soon.
You can try.
Okay, wow. I'm a little creeped out, sir.
Why, thank you.
Yep. Yes, that's I guess the best compliment I could pay you, sir. So, all right, folks. When we come back, we are going to find out why they're all here and the guild that they're in. We're going to learn all about the Legendary Seven. So we will start that when we come back. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And so, Dan, the Legendary Seven, How did you come up with that name?
We're a guild that spans back to about 5 years so far. We could predate back to the end of the Wrath of the Lich King, and we slowly built up from there up to now. It was founded by 7 members who were part of a conflict that pretty much involved mass genocide and extinction. The Legendary 7, basically, the members that you see here, there are some members of the 7 that used to found it, but a lot of them kind of dipped out, kind of did their own thing, and called it quits. We've been running hard ever since.
Well, that's an awesome way to, again, I love that name, and so it really seems to fit for what you guys got going here. And so what kind of guild is it? Is it a heavy roleplay guild, medium, light? Do you guys PvP, raid? What kind of guild is it?
We're mostly a heavy role-playing guild. We do some PvP and raiding on the side. We do a lot of transmog runs. But yes, that's what we mostly do. I would say we're 90% role-playing guild.
Oh, okay, excellent. So for those folks joining the guild, if they need some transmog gear, you're more than happy to help them find that gear. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Now that you are a heavy roleplay guild, what is the storyline behind the guild?
There have been several over a period of 5 years. We've actually successfully finished about 3 series, 2 or 3 series so far. We're on our 4th now. One series actually took 3 of those years, and it was a continual, gradual thing, and it was fantastic. And I think all of the 7 that helped me build that series, a lot of the plot lines, a lot of how everything was hosted and put together, was basically based around them, and couldn't have done it without them. And here we are 5 years later, and I'm still doing my thing, and we're booming. I never imagined the Legendary 7 would actually grow to be a community-type guild. I always pictured it as my own private organization.
Alrighty, and so what's the concept behind the guild? Are you guys a mercenary guild, a house guild? What kind of roleplay guild is it then?
We are a mercenary / task force guild.
Ah, okay. Do you take orders from like the army, or do people hire you?
We are hired most of the time. A lot of the time we usually get our jobs through allied guilds, guilds that we ally ourselves to. We do not align ourselves with the Alliance or the Horde. We are independent.
Oh, so a neutral guild.
Correct.
Or whoever has the most gold, is that?
We're not so much as gold, more as benefit.
Ah, okay, well, excellent. Alrighty, folks. Well, there you go. A great concept behind the guild, and one that's been around for quite a while with a wonderful name. And so when we come back, we're going to find out how you, that role player out there looking for a new home, can join this awesome guild and be part of their upcoming storyline and the stuff that's going on within it. So we'll find out how to get in next. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And so, Dan, I am a new role player watching the episode. I like what you guys are about, and I want to join you. So, first and foremost, who do I talk to?
Well, there are 4 of us so far that you can get a hold of. Mostly you can contact anybody that's within the guild. But if you wanted to get in right away and needed the correct information or intel on our organization here, I would contact Gala Norda here, or my second in command, Baldasoen Almtree, and we can get you in no problem.
Okay, excellent. And is there an age restriction to being part of the guild?
No, there is not.
Okay.
We accept all ages.
Excellent. Now, is there a level requirement?
We prefer that you be high enough level, no less than 30, but no, there isn't a level requirement. We're pretty cool on helping you level. We're pretty cool on helping you out a little, along the way to get to a higher level, mainly because a lot of our role-playing events take place in a lot of high-level zones, and that kind of spares some of the members having to bodyguard the new recruits.
Right, and really, how long does it take you to level to 30?
It really depends. It depends on how dedicated you are to actually leveling your character in the game. It's different for everybody.
Well, yeah, if you're if you're Turwinkle, it takes you a couple of years, but for the average person to level to 30, it doesn't take but a day. If you're cruising along, and especially if you have folks to help you. You run through a few dungeons, and bada boom, bada bing, you're 30 within, like I said, within a day or so. So it doesn't take you too long, and especially if you're really interested in joining a guild, that'll help motivate you to get there, certainly. Now, is there a class or race restriction?
No, there is not. We are a little tight on the Warlock class, just because of the background.
I was just going to say, come on. You really? Warlocks?
Yes, Warlocks mainly because they delve in a lot of void and fel magic. We've even run across a couple players who dabbled in old god magic even, and we're not a real big fan of that kind of magic.
Now, sir, I'm a little disappointed. I do not see any dwarves here, nor do I see any gnomes.
Well, what you see is what we got currently.
Okay.
There are more members in the guild currently. They are not in this session
Right.
as of now, but we do have dwarves, and I think we do have a gnome someplace.
Sir, are you like keeping them in a closet somewhere? What?
Well, we decided to make you unique.
Okay. Oh, well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Now, is there an IC or OOC interview process?
Yes, there's both. When you join the guild, we will bring you in OOC-ly real quick or IC-ly real quick, one or the other. But both need to happen in order to find a place among our ranks.
Okay, and so do I need to know how to roleplay?
No, we actually do. We are actually going to start up role-playing classes for new role players who have never done it before, role players that are new to the realm, and we even accept veteran role players who have been gone for a while and want to get back into the game of things.
Oh, well, excellent. I always love to hear when guilds are willing to help, especially those new role players out, and help teach them, because I always feel for myself, and in my opinion, that if you're a brand new role player and you're trying to figure out how to role play, it's much easier to do within a guild that's willing to help you, because they're a lot more patient than just the random person on the street. So that is excellent. Love to hear that. All right, folks. So Turwinkle has passed all the requirements to get into the guild, and so we are going to find out the rules that he has to follow now that he's part of the Legendary Seven next. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And so, Dan, I'm a part of the guild. I've passed the requirements for getting in. Good Lord. The wolf wanted in. Oh, okay. Now, what are the rules I have to follow now that I'm part of the Legendary Seven?
Our main rule currently would be keep your drama IC-ly if you can. Don't bring it into my guild chat. All of us would much appreciate that. That's what we're all about. We're pretty much a family-based type group. So a lot of our structure is based on that. And that's what makes us a very effective role-playing group.
Alrighty. And any other out-of-character rules?
Yes, if you have an issue, or if there's a complaint, or if there's a concern even, please let one of our captains know. Let me know. I'm an open book. Do not be shy. Do not hesitate. That's what we're here for. Just keep it out of the guild chat and have a fun time. That's the main rule. The best one, at least.
All right. Now, what about in-character rules?
In-character rules, don't go starting feuds or fights with other guilds. We're all about image right now. We're the kind of people that want to set a better example for other guilds. And listen to your chain of command. As crazy as they may be, they know what they're doing. Just trust us.
Okay. Well, excellent. It sounds like a pretty simple set of rules. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you, both in and out of character. And just have fun and leave the drama at the door. Is that correct, sir?
That is correct.
Alrighty, folks. Up next, we're going to talk about ranks and where Turwinkle is placed as far as ranks are concerned, what those ranks are, and how you get promoted to that next level in those ranks. And so we will be right back with that. All right, folks, and we are back. And so, Dan, Turwinkle's new to the guild, so where is he placed as far as ranks?
Before the interview, you are a recruit. You will be placed in a recruit position or recruit rank until one of our captains or myself can get together with you and conduct both the OOC-ly interview and the IC-ly interview.
Alrighty. And how long does that usually take?
The interviews are pretty basic. You're looking at maybe a 10, 15-minute interview. 15-minute at the most. A lot of them have been even less than that. We ask pretty basic questions. What's your speciality? What's your combat style? Where were you from before? what are your talents, and basically why do you want to join the Legendary 7. And keep in mind that these questions are the ICLE questions.
Right.
Usually the OCLE questions will follow in after you get into the guild and I talk to you privately.
Okay.
Or captains talk to you privately, just to get to know you a little bit.
Now, sir, okay, so we're at the recruit rank, so what's next?
After recruit, we put you into private, which gives you full access to our comm channel, our communicators. We usually use the officer chat for that, and you can reach most of us anytime through it. My captain, Geld, has set up a L7 comm system for allied guilds that are allied to the Legendary 7. So if they want to get a hold of us, ICLE, they can reach us on that frequency.
Oh, okay. How do you get promoted to the next level, sir?
Well, the next level is Lance Corporal. And basically, our promotion system is pretty simple. At first, it's based off of your success rate in all of our role-playing events. Your success rate in the missions, your teamwork will be rated. Recruiting, big thing. You can definitely rank up going through recruiting. And, I mean, Galen pretty much soared back to captain with as much as he'd been raking in for us, and we were greatly thankful for him. But if you want to advance up through the ranks, show up to the events, be respectful, be smart in the events, use your head. We are trying to kind of inspire problem solving in this guild, so it's not just a tank and spank type ordeal. A lot of the RP system is still being worked out. Basically, it goes all the way up through Lance Corporal, Honor Guard, and Honor Guard is its own system altogether. It's basically its own separate division, and what your basic job is to accompany our captains at all times. They're pretty much the bodyguards for our captains, and myself, of course. But that's a special position. You have to be qualified for it, and if you are, we will let you know, and you can decide if the honor guard position is for you or not. We have corporal, we have sergeant, we have lieutenant, captain, and last but not least, knight commander. We currently don't need one right now because Vald is my second in command. But in the near future, if the guild decides to boom bigger than it already is, and we're talking about, I'm going to go and say a 200 member limit, then yes, we will consider another knight commander to handle all of the processing and running the crew. Okay.
Now, sir, in order to take over the guild, is it a one-on-one battle to the death?
What do you mean by that, Turwinkle?
Meaning, if Vald wants to take command of the guild, does he have to kill you,
sir?
Sir?
You're talking about challenging for supremacy.
Yes, sir.
The position? No, we're not the super barbaric savage guild. No. And I've seen a couple tribe guilds that have actually have that system, but no, that does not work that way.
So are you just voted out, sir? Is that...
Yes, believe it or not, we get together as a guild. We do guild meetings, OCLE and ICLE, regarding issues and events. And yes, we do votes. And if that does come to that, then yes, I will step down.
That gives us a perfect segue, folks, to our next topic, and that'll be guild events. So we will be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And so, Dan, we're talking guild events. Now, what kind of guild events does the L7 participate in?
We currently have 2 storylines active right now. They're long and prolonged and can easily be jumped into by anybody, new recruits or veteran ones. Our previous RP series in the past actually lasted 3 years. These will be much shorter. Right now, our current series is the Raza series, hosted by our villain crew member, Raza himself. We also do operation missions, mostly night. It's kind of a nightly thing. Basically, depending on the location, we put you on a pretty basic mission, and you go out to set and complete it. Aside from that, it's something new every night, to be honest with you, and you don't exactly know what you're going to get.
Now, do you guys have monthly? You did mention that you have monthly guild meetings. Is that correct?
Correct. We have them every 2 weeks, preferably. Sometimes we'll have them every week, depending on what needs to be brought up, what needs to be discussed. It is mandatory that you do show up to them, so you are filled in and are not left out, and don't require one of our captains to explain things to you over again. If you're not on, that's understandable, but if you're on and there's a guild meeting going on, we would preferably like to have you there. And they're no longer than 30 minutes, so...
All right, that doesn't sound like that would take too much time out of anybody's RP or anything like that, so that's perfectly acceptable, sir. You do talk a lot about being allied with other guilds, so do you participate in like community events?
We are working towards that. We are allied with 3 other guilds, 2 other guilds right now, and we're kind of trying to work out a system to where we can do that after things calm down on all of their fronts and our own regarding our storyline series and our plot series. We do have big plans in the future for community events, and we are looking forward to them too.
All right, well, excellent. So, folks, as you can see, there's lots to do within the Legendary 7. And so when we come back, we're going to talk about the current storyline and what exactly is happening with the guild at this point in time. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And, sir, we had someone show up here. Who do we have here?
This here is Animora Hale, my captain of the medic division and our #1 healer for the Legendary 7.
Okay, it says she's currently happy to be home. Has she been away from home for a while?
Yes, she has. She's definitely taken a couple long trips, but she's glad to be back. We're glad to have her, and we're ready to move on to the next mission.
All right, excellent. And speaking of the next mission, let us talk about your guys' current storyline for the guild. And so, what is that current storyline, sir?
Well, I could give you a good rundown on it, but I preferably transfer you to the guy, the mastermind behind our current storyline. The villain himself, Raza, Lord Raza Senilian.
Okay, sir. So tell the folks out there what the current storyline is for the Legendary 7.
Alright, well, I'll give you the abridged version of it. I'm an evil person who wants to kill everyone, but currently I'm in a weakened state because my grandson went around destroying my soul gems. So now that he's dead and out of the way and I'm alive again, I want to kill everything and they're trying to stop me. I'm currently drawing power from 8 different gateways and they're going around closing them as well as stopping my cult.
Oh, geez. Okay, guys, if you want, I can finish him off right here. If you want Turwinkle to handle this situation for you.
Please do.
Oh, okay. Well, all right, excellent. And how long has this storyline been running?
I believe it was a few weeks. 4, maybe?
Oh, wow, okay. Well, it sounds like a very interesting storyline and a lot of fun as well. And so, folks, with that, we are going to come back to my favorite part of the interview, and that's the individual interview, and we're going to find out what these folks like about being in the Legendary 7. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And up first is Zarinia. She's the tattoo artist, the piercer for the guild. Her nickname is Zar, Carver, Sparkles, Lena. She is a private of the Legendary 7, a level 100 human rogue, currently smells of lotus and vanilla. And we have asked Zar what she enjoys about being in the guild. And unfortunately, she can't speak in Skype. And so she has typed her answer to Dan. And so, Dan, what was her answer to that question?
Her answer was, the reason why I enjoy being in the L7, it is like an extended family. You are family. Everyone in the guild is friendly. They do not judge you based on your personality or your RP abilities. Everyone is treated equally. Excepting weird, bouncy, even with crazy hobbies you have, they love you all the same. If you go to them with problems, they don't go telling everyone. They're confidential in situations that it needs to be. They are also very respectful, welcoming of your opinions. If something is out of line, they are not one to condemn you from your actions. They will forgive you and ask you not to do it again. Quite supportive in your choices as long as it isn't harmful to you or others. A lot of these things I have found are not in many guilds, which is why I was always hesitant to join. But I know I finally found a great RP guild with amazing guild leader and officers.
Wow, that is a great answer. Well, thank you very much, ma'am. Alrighty, folks, up next is Animora Hale, nicknamed Annie. captain of the Legendary 7, is a level 97 human priest, and again is currently happy to be home. And so, ma'am, what do you enjoy about being in the Legendary 7?
There are a lot of things that I enjoy about being in this guild. A lot of what Zara said, it definitely, the people in this guild make it. I've definitely found that this is a home that you can make it for yourself. This was my first, RP character. This is where I started at, and I got very lucky. This was the first guild I used to play a long time ago, and all the guilds that I joined were nothing like this. So I definitely am happy to be here. I'm definitely happy to be home, as how Annie is.
Well, great. Yeah, it's always nice to find a guild where it does feel like family, isn't it?
It definitely is.
Yeah, you bet. Well, excellent answer, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Alrighty, folks. Up next is Lord, and how do you pronounce it again?
Raza.
And the last name?
Sinalin.
There we go. The Demon Lord, the Shadow Lord, the Dark One, Sergeant of the Legendary 7, is a Blood Champion, a level 100 Worgen Death Knight. And so, sir, what do you enjoy about not only RPing with this guild, being in this guild, but also playing that arch-villain?
I enjoy being in the guild because they're very accepting of really whatever you want to RP as long as it makes sense. I can RP as, well, what the titles just said I was, because I'm the villain, and they'd have no problems with that. And also, I heavily respect the guild leader.
Okay, yeah, that's important. I think in a lot of guilds, if the guild leader isn't someone that people respect and are willing to follow, then it really isn't much of a guild, is it?
No, it really isn't.
Right. So a guild is only as good as its guild leader. So that is an excellent answer, sir. Thank you very much.
Why, thank you.
Alrighty, folks. Up next is Sir Volkart Zeimkill. How do you pronounce the last name?
Xenocles.
Xenocles. Wow. The Black Knight, a static ball of death, diplomat of war. Is it Arana?
Arania.
Nickname Aranya, Volt, or Volkswagen. Lance Corporal of the Legendary 7 is Blackwing's Bane, a level 100 Loradian warrior. Currently back from a long training, is currently wanted. Who are you wanted by, sir?
Wanted by the guards at the stockade.
Oh, did you escape from the stockade, sir?
I did.
Ah, is that Hogger on your shoulder, sir?
No.
Okay. Alrighty, sir. So what do you enjoy about being in the Legendary 7?
What I enjoy about being in Legendary 7 is the sheer amount of RP and how much fun each RP session is. There's never really a dull moment in the guild, because every night when you log on, you can pretty much be sure that there's going to be something to do.
Oh, well, excellent. Yeah, there's nothing worse than being in a guild that's not doing anything. Why be in a guild if nothing's going on? Is that correct?
Yeah.
You're right. And so, folks, we're going to find out later on, so keep an eye out for an interview with Volk, and we'll find out why he was in the stockades and how exactly he escaped, and we're going to learn all about his character. So look forward to that in an upcoming adventure with Turwinkle and a Turwinkle Talks with Volk. All right, sir, thank you very much.
Thank you, too.
Alrighty, folks. Up next is Sir Arian. Is that right, Arian?
Yes.
Arian Tarn, the cursed sharpshooter. Why the cursed?
My brother hates me for some past transactions, so he
Okay.
put this on me.
All right. A bow specialist, Sergeant of the Legendary 7, a level 100 Gilnean hunter. Currently not letting the past hold him back. Looking forward to what?
The future.
Okay, excellent. And so, what do you enjoy about being in the Legendary 7?
Adding to what everybody's been saying so far about the guild, one thing I really like is that they don't really judge you for how you RP. Me in particular, I have dyslexia, so I tend to stumble with my words, and a lot of times I'll type the wrong words or I'll misspell it. They never bash me for it, so it really helps my confidence in RPing. Even though I'm pretty new to RPing on WoW, they help me feel like I'm not.
Oh, great. There's nothing better. Like I said, I think it's important that for new or even veteran role players looking to, get their confidence built up just like yourself, to have a great guild to do that in, and folks that are going to be patient with you and help you along and get to know the lore, and so they aren't going to, like I said, like you said, kind of knock you down when you make a mistake. So that is an excellent, excellent answer. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Alrighty, folks. Up next is Abigail Hartham, the mischievous hunter, private of the Legendary 7, is a level 40 human hunter, currently wandering around looking to cause trouble. And so, again, unfortunately, Abby doesn't have access to the Skype, and so she has written her wonderful answer to Dan. And so, Dan, what does she have to say about what she enjoys about being in the guild?
What she gave me was, what I love about this guild, Lord, lots of things. I get to play a character that is more akin to my personality as a joke setter. My main is much more reserved. Though I enjoy it, it doesn't allow a lot of character development. Here with the L7, I can try new things, meet new people, have more fun overall. Plus, everyone is awesome. I Sealy and Oho Sealy. Also, Dan owes me a new chicken. Dan, you better read this, or I will be very...
All right. Excellent, excellent answer. Thank you very much, ma'am. Alrighty, folks. Up next is Jackson Merrill, engineering prodigy, genius, techno-mage, artist, nicknamed Jack, Jackie, Jackie Boy, Jack, a private of the Legendary 7, a level 100 unafflicted Gilnean mage, and is drawing in a notebook. And we've asked Jackson the same question, and that is what he enjoys about being in the Legendary 7. Unfortunately, yet again, no mic, but has written his wonderful answer to Dan. So Dan, what's he have to say?
What Jackson told me was, when I first joined, I had to be talked into it, honestly. I was always wary about joining guilds, because many bad experiences. Zarlina asked me to join in, and Galen approached me as well. Almost as soon as I joined, I felt comfortable. Like I have found my people. The guild itself is unique, but what makes it a real gem are the members. They are pretty laid back and simply enjoy having fun in the game. In the guild, you have a chance to be known by who you are and not just another random person. I can't wait to see where the storylines go and who makes it out alive. I see a future in this guild, not just for myself, but for the story as well. I do recommend this guild to other people to experience what I have. Besides, we all know the next legend is going to be Jackson.
All right. And hopefully change it to the Legendary 8, sir. All right. Excellent, excellent answer, sir. Thank you very much. All righty, folks. Up next is Captain Galanora. How do you pronounce that, sir?
Galanorde.
Galanorde, Nightwind, the sharpshooter, bounty hunter, marksman, nicknamed Mr. Longshot, Shadow the Collector. Galen the Fourth, or the 7. He's captain of the Legendary 7. He is a level 100 Caldore hunter, currently wearing his black feathers, and always recruiting. Isn't that right, sir?
Oh, yeah.
All right, sir. What do you enjoy about being in the Legendary 7?
It's hard to narrow it down and say what hasn't been said besides when I met Dan 3 years back, maybe 3.5 years back. It was almost extremely comforting and it was relaxed because my past RPs, you were always pushed to be unique. You were pushed to be, outstanding and just best RPer. When I joined DL7, they found uniqueness in being different and not, the best RPer you could be and be like everyone else, like a para RPer or just flat out like, elitist RPer. And that's what I find home about DL7 is we look past start RPers, we look past veteran RPers. As long as you aren't, a to us, you have a place in the L7 and we're glad you take us into our ranks.
All right. Well, excellent answer, sir. Thank you very much.
No problem.
All righty, folks. Up next is it Astera?
It's Asteria.
Asteria, Honor Fang, Shield Warden, Master Sergeant, War Dog, nicknamed Terra, is Sergeant of the Legendary 7, level 100 Worgen Warrior, fighting the good fight. And so, Tara, what is the main reason why you are here in the Legendary 7?
Well, I've been with the Legendary 7 for a long time, back whenever we were all on Argent Dawn just getting started. And even from back then, whenever I was just starting RP, They were like my home away from home. I could just hop on, come into the group and just RP it out, relax. And through all those encounters, through all the character building, through all the story creating, you really just get a good sense of family with the people who you RP with. And, that we've gone through rough times, we've had good times, and, I hope to have plenty more good than bad, but family kind of keeps us all together, and that's what they are for me.
Oh, that is an excellent answer, sir. Yeah, again, guilds that feel like home really make it much more enjoyable to come in, log in, and like I said, kick back, relax, and enjoy the game that we all play. And so that is a wonderful, wonderful answer, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Alrighty, folks. Up next is Lady Joanna D. And how do you pronounce the last name?
Joanna D. Valerian.
Okay. Is a bard, medic, lancer of the Les Saint Guard.
Les Saint Guard, yes.
Oh, excellent. Nickname Joan, Nova or Nove. Lance Corporal of the Legendary 7 is a level 100 Silver Pine human paladin, currently practicing her lancing techniques, and she has a French accent. Alrighty, sir, no mic, so what does she have to say about what she enjoys about being in the guild?
What Joan sent me was, what I enjoy about being in the L7? Well, I absolutely love the people that are in our little crazy family, and the fun and laughs that come with it. I love our officers, and especially Dan. He is perhaps the best GM I have ever had in my 6 years of RP, and his personality. That and most of the other members stick around and play other games with each other than just WoW alone. The great events are great, and I'm looking forward to the future with them. I was extremely lucky to even find the L7 and forgot how I met them in the first place. Too many memorable moments already within a few months. I'd strongly suggest that any new role player, or any for that matter, join the L7.
Wow. Sure, she's whispering me. She says, I did not say that about Dan. Huh, what? Now, sir, were you embellishing there?
She's setting it up. I'm reading it right here.
No, I'm just,
little kidder.
I'm just kidding. All right, well, that is an excellent answer, actually. So thank you very much, ma'am. Alrighty, folks. Up next is Wiley Nell Soren. Is a private of the Legendary 7, a level 71 Worgen Hunter. Is currently super grump and refuses to go swimming ever again because she hates the water. And so, again, no mic, but sir, what does she have to say about what she enjoys about being in the guild?
Nell has given me a pretty simple forward answer, and what she told me was, I'm still new to the guild, so I was super nervous when I first joined, but everyone is super cool, and I can't wait to get to know everyone and their characters better. They're all great RPers, and I hope to be just as good someday.
Wow, that's nice. Now, how long has she been in the guild, sir?
She's been in the guild for better part of a week.
Oh, okay, so brand new. Excellent. Well, I can't wait to see how she comes along in the future.
Absolutely.
All right, well, thank you very much, Nell. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And up next is the Knight Commander himself, the Crypt Lord, second in command of L7, the fourth legend. And how do you pronounce the name, sir?
Baldazawin Almtree.
There we go, or the nickname of Vald. He is a level 100 human Death Knight, and again loves the song War Pigs by Black Sabbath. And that's kind of a heavier song, isn't it, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, excellent. And so, sir, what do you enjoy about being in the L7?
I enjoy having people that I can really talk to and discuss things that are both in character and OOC, whether that be something over the game or in real life. I appreciate to have friends that always have my back, who are always there for me.
All right, well, that is an excellent answer, sir. Thank you very much. Alrighty, folks. Up next is Lord Dandez, Northbane, Lord of the L7, the Chained Demon Knight, the seventh legend, nicknamed Dan. He's the Grand Lord of the Legendary 7. And so, sir, your question's a little different, and is that, what do you enjoy about leading this guild? What brings you back day after day?
I mean, looking back from where I started with this guild, when I first recruited the first 7, I didn't think too much of it. I looked at it as a getaway from work, the real life world where things are just, where things are not as they seem and don't fit in correctly. I would come on and, it would, 7 people would have been just enough for me, but, here I am 3 or 4 years later, and, I'm leading a huge ragtag group of some of the best role players I've ever come to know. Yes, we have our ups, we have our downs, but, what family really doesn't? A guild isn't assessed by how the system rolls or what it's called or how much gold it has over the other. It's truly the members that make it amazing, And it's not just one genre of role player. This is a fruit basket of some of the most amazing people I have ever met, even over the people I know here in my hometown. What I would give to have people, what would I have to have my guild, within arm's reach, to actually know them in person would be the greatest honor of my life. The people who helped me found this guild, I would like to send a shout out and thanks for getting me this far to where I am now. Even here with you, Turwinkle, I never actually imagined this would be possible. I'd like to give a shout out to my first legend, Colder Draven, who is no longer with us here, doing his own thing, lost but never forgotten. I'd like to give a shout out to Zul'Kuzad, one of the other legends of the 7, one of the 7 themselves, gone to do his own thing. Great sportsman. I wish him the best of luck, and thank you so much for the experience, just being there. A good shout out to Jones, another one member of the 7, currently running his own guild in Stormwind, Jones Corp, if anybody's interested. Really supportive guy. I've always considered him as a younger brother, still do, and I hope to see him in the near future. A shout out to Astralin, who's currently here, though he's on a different character. Thanks a bunch, man. You have definitely had a great part to play in this and made this happen. You have no idea how glad I am that you're back. A great shout out to Vald, my second in command, helping me run this ragtag crew. I'd probably be pulling my hair out of my head if I didn't have him. Great support. Big thanks to Geld, who's also here. As crazy as he may be, he gives this guild the comic relief that I don't think anybody could offer to that level. Geld is somebody that can make you smile even when you bet he can't. The guy's amazing, he's a wizard, and we all love him to death. And a special thanks to Varen, who's been here when we relaunched the guild several months ago, has been a big help organizing things, even in the background, even as a villain, even without the commanding rank that he doesn't have. He has made a great difference for this guild, and I'm actually eager to have him on the leading team someday. And to the rest of you, those of you that are listening, and then those of you that aren't, thank you. You guys make this experience worth the experience. You're definitely the ones that fill in the gaps. And I call myself privileged and honored to know and to have known you. And I'm looking forward to you all accompanying me with the future of this guild, the feature film that I'm in the process of making. I can't wait to see you guys after work every day of the week. Thank you.
You bet. That is an excellent answer, sir. And let me reiterate what I had said earlier. Our guild actually is only as strong as its leader, and I think the folks here tonight can all agree that they enjoy not only your leadership, but where you're taking the guild as well. And so, excellent job to you as well, sir.
Thank you, Turwinkle. This has been something I've dreamt about before, but just, you have made this possible, and I thank you greatly for it.
You bet. And so, folks, when we come back, we're going to find out if we missed anything or we have to add anything to the interview. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And we didn't miss anything during the interview, so excellent. Well, what a great guild here tonight. And Dan, let me thank you first and foremost for allowing me the opportunity to come and pester you with all of Turwinkle's pestering questions. And thank you guys, all of you guys, for your awesome patience with us tonight.
Yes, thank you, Turwinkle. We were glad that you could have us. This has been a true honor for the Legendary Seven, and I think I speak for more than myself here. I can't wait to take this guild into the next level. For those of you out there that are looking for a reasonably easy guild to join and want to be part of something big in the future, hit us up. We will have a website up soon. Feel free, don't be shy. We're pretty much an open book. And don't bring your chickens. We'll kill them all.
Okay. Alrighty, folks. Well, there you have it. A wonderful guild. And again, if you're looking for a home, you really can't do any better than the Legendary Seven. So with that, folks, we are going to herd Turwinkle back to Fuselight by the Sea with his final thoughts on this awesome guild, the Legendary Seven. Okay. Alrighty. Oh no. Well done, Bolt. Very well done, sir. Okay. Need more medics, alright. Excellent. All right. Hashtag Jackson for legend. All right. Excellent. Turwinkle will get a tattoo from you later.
No, I'm evil. Why am I even here? Hey, Turwinkle. Have a fruit.
Oh. Now, sir.
I'll be back for that later.
Holy smokes. Okay. Oh, boy. I have been bubbled. Au revoir. Au revoir. Oh, let me...
Remember, the family doesn't really have a flag. Except maybe that one behind me.
Okay, that's very true. Alrighty, folks, as you can see, we made it safe and sound back to Fuselight by the Sea, and boy, Turwinkle, that was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Affirmative.
So let's give the Legendary Seven a big thank you, sir.
I am in your debt.
We certainly are. And so, folks, if you like this episode, click that like button. If you'd like to comment on this episode or on any of our previous episodes, please do so below. Let us know what you liked and what you didn't. And finally, if you'd like to subscribe, well, we would love to have you. So just hit that subscription button today. Well, excellent job as always, Turwinkle. And Turwinkle, we will see you next time.
Farewell.
Farewell, Turwinkle. Farewell.